Hi Sean, this is a little video explaining what it is we've got to do with the mapping of staff experiences. When you, I've given you the URL to click on and you'll take to this page and then put in mapping as your username and Sean12345 as your password, and then you'll log into the software. So you'll see it's the new layout, and basically you've only got 2 pages to worry about. There's this staff experience lens page, which is the analysis of all the stuff you've done. We've got all these various buckets, themes if you like, that we're looking for when we're analysing staff experiences. Now you're going to have a good understanding of each one of these buckets, so I'm going to talk you through each one of the buckets. But what I'd like you to do is type up a description of each bucket that I talk through in Microsoft Word, please. Quality of service. This is all about the member of staff's perception about the quality of service or the products that the organisation is delivering. So that can be whether it's good, bad or indifferent. Working environment. This is about the day-to-day working environment. What's it like working here at this place with this these bunch of people? It's mostly about the environment. Right, sorry, it's mostly about the environment more than people. Competence and training is pretty straightforward. This is about, do I feel competent to do my job, and am I being trained enough? Welfare and support. Are people looking after me? Is the management looking after me? Is the company looking after me? Or am I just abandoned and there is no support and they don't look after them, their members of staff? Teamwork. This is about, you know, what it's like working in teams. Is it good? Is it bad? Is there good teamwork? Is there bad teamwork? Is it encouraged? All that sort of stuff. Workload and staffing levels. This is, have I got too much work to do? Is there not enough members of staff? Are we being pushed too much, or is it good? Is it there's, you know, the workload light, or is it just right, or all that sort of stuff. Roles and responsibilities. This is about what's my role in the organisation and responsibility. Do I understand it? Yes or no? Is it defined? Yes or no? Is it right? Is it yes or no? Or is my role not right and my responsibilities not right? All that sort of stuff. Compassionate, friendly and helpful. That's pretty straightforward. Is it a compassionate place to be? Is it a friendly place to be? Is it a helpful place to work in? Vocation, dedication and pride. This is about, do I love my job? Do I really love my job? Am I dedicated to it? Is there a lot of pride in my job? Do I really love coming to work? All that sort of stuff. Does it give me that extra meaning in life, really? Management and coordination. This is all about any comments to do with the management of the organisation and how it runs. Pretty much standard. What you can do is, if you're not sure, is just click on the bar and look at the sort of words that are already in there to sort of give you a bit of a clue. Okay, so that's a real helpful thing. Resources. This is about, is there enough time? If there's enough money, is there enough equipment to do my job properly? Stress, tired, life balance. This is about, I'm too tired, I'm too stressed, there is no work-life balance, or there is a work-life balance, or I'm not stressed, or I'm not tired. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. So everything is a positive and a negative. Culture and values. This is about the culture of the organisation. What's it like as a culture? You know, a culture is like, is it a great place to work or not a great place to work? Are the values of the management good values, and are they upholding them? And are those values being sort of adhered to across the whole organisation or not? Waiting. This is about waiting for anything, whether the customers are waiting for products, waiting for service. Are we keeping them waiting? That sort of stuff. Salaries and benefits, well, that's fairly obviously, it's all about money and perks and benefits and all that sort of stuff. HR rosters and leave. HR is about how my day-to-day life is organised. Is it a mess? Can I get my holidays booked in? Can I get my days off booked in, or is it a bit of a mess? Does HR make any reference to human resource, HR, management, rosters and leave? Staff engagement. This is about our management listening to staff and engaging with staff. Are they taking note of staff? Are they sort of communicating? Is there a massive gap and you hardly ever see them? Recognition and value. This is about do people recognise that I do a good job or a bad job? Am I valued or am I not valued? It's about management taking the time to recognise what people do and appreciating it. Governance. This is about sort of the big rules about how things are done in this organisation, and whether that's good or bad or indifferent. Morale. This is just about how I'm feeling and whether it's good, whether it's bad. Bullying and discrimination, anything to do with I feel intimidated, discriminated against, it's unfair, it's not equal, that sort of stuff. Information, this is, am I getting enough information to do my job? Is the information there or can I find it? That sort of thing. Communication is all about any type of communication between anybody. Healthcare environment. This is about the wider environment. This is not working at work. This is about people's worries about the NHS as a whole, if you like, the healthcare system as a whole, rather than my particular place of work. Autonomy. This means, am I allowed to do my job the way I want to do it, or am I forced to do it the way they want me to do it? Do they give me the responsibility to sort of do things and that I feel need doing, that I feel are right? Quite a difficult one, that one, Sean. Personal development is there opportunities to develop personally? Am I trained in other things other than just the work? Things like personal development, like encouraging me to be better at my job. This is about self-worth. This is about any personal training. Targets and metrics. Wherever anybody refers to a target or a measure or a metric, it goes in here. Software and IT, any references to software in IT, apps, programs, anything like that. Wasted resources. This is where people are noticing things are getting wasted. Anything where waste is mentioned in any way. Change. This is about, is there too much change in this organisation? Not enough change, in the difficult to change, won't change, that sort of thing. Partners. This is specifically for Waitrose customers, where people are mentioning partners. You might not find many there, Sean. Job security. This is about how secure do I feel in my job? Do I see a long-term future? Security, that sort of stuff. And interesting stuff is where you see something that hasn't been flagged, but you think it needs to go somewhere, but you don't know where it goes. Now, I don't particularly mind if you put lots of stuff in here. If it doesn't come to mind instantly, if you see something interesting and it's not obvious which bucket it goes in, or you might be in two minds, don't waste any time, stick it in there and let Tim and I make the decision. So what we're asking you to do here is do stuff quick rather than accurate, okay? Because that's what I've been doing, and what Tim's job is to make it accurate. Okay, love, thank you. Hope that works for you. Right, there's the next bit now. So